little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on.
What up, though? It's your boy KP. Welcome back to Sneakers and Sports. We appreciate everybody that tunes in. Continue to like, share, subscribe. You know the boys that pulled up at the world famous LOL Burger Bar. If you ain't been here, then you ain't been nowhere. Because they got the best burgers, they got the best wings, and you see what we sipping on right here, man. So shout out to LOL Burger Bar. Also special shout out to BoyRetro. We appreciate the merch and the hats. If y'all want to get some dope hats, hoodies, fits, holla at BoyRetro. You can find it at BoyRetro.com. Let's start the show, fellas.
Let's go.
So, y'all know things going kind of crazy right now in the sports world. I'm hearing a lot of things. Man, Iron Mike Tyson was about to take on the boy, Jake Paul, man.
Iron Mike.
Iron Mike. Hey, Nintendo Iron Mike. How about that? So, y'all remember last time we saw Jake Paul, I guess he beat up Spider Silver. He don't put Nate Robinson to sleep. We ain't seen Nate Robinson since then. That's APD out for him. Look, Nate Robinson, you on the back of a milk cart. We got to find you right now.
He don't even show up at the All-Star.
He don't even show up at the All-Star game no more. Like, he don't fall off the map.
That brother should never did that. That mess looked great.
Oh my good.
You gotta be one of
Just
those.
laughing at thinking about that meme where he was like face down everywhere, and then they put it in every gift face down like.
Yo, and then Snoop Dogg made it worse. He was like, "Oh Lord."
That
It was great commentary.
That man big and stocky for no reason.
Yeah. And we all thought he was gonna win, and of course we weren't right. So, and then of course, the last time we seen Jake Paul, you know, he was out there doing his thing against Spider Silver.
Yeah.
The last time we seen Mike Tyson, of course, he fought Roy Jones and Mike Dexter. I guess you said that wasn't really a fight, right?
No, it was just an exhibition. They couldn't even they had like a no knockout rule from what I'm hearing.
Okay.
You know, so I mean they really couldn't truly fight each other. You know,
That's crazy.
Yeah, they couldn't go all in on that.
That's crazy. So, all right. So with all that being said, excited about seeing Jake Paul and Mike Tyson because there's really no fights to be excited about at this point. So does this excite you?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. To see Mike, get in the ring with him. I'm always excited to see him. So let's do it.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
Well, I mean, first of all, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Mike Tyson's like internet or social media of him busting people's head.
He be getting busy.
busy.
How about him beating that dude up on the airplane? Remember that?
Yes, I got it. But here's the thing. I mean, how old is Mike Tyson?
57.
He'll be
57.
58 when they fight.
Right.
Jake Paul's 27.
And my problem too, I feel like if this was like one of Jake Paul's first fights, I think he's kind of got his legs under him. He's gotten some training, some professional training now. I mean, he's probably got the stamina. You know, he's ready to kind of be out there. He could probably dance to avoid some hits.
Right.
So I don't know, Mike. I mean, I would like to see Mike bust his head open.
That's what I'm like.
I want to see.
In my head.
I want to see him knock him out of the ring, like in Martin, like when he fly out of the ring and then he's on the wall. Like I need to see that. Like
So you want to see him every time he hurts?
Man, I want to see that. Okay, I want him coming with his head like all this way. Like
So basically, what happened to Nate Robinson, now you want that to happen to Jake Paul?
I do, but I don't think we're gonna get what we really want.
Well, this my thing though. This my thing though. Is it really a win if Mike Tyson wins? Because he's supposed to beat Jake Paul. That ain't really supposed to be no
And
competition.
57,
No, he hired Mike Tyson. What you mean? So you run? All right,
I understand
Would
that.
you walk up on Evander Holyfield right now?
But we regular people.
We regular people.
No, of course not.
We're regular people though.
Yeah,
But
come on
like
now.
give me 2 years of training. I'm not saying I would win, but I think maybe I might get a lick in.
Nah.
Because he might be old, he might be
Bro,
slow.
hold on.
You don't need more than 2 years.
Me and Mike the expert went to school with Evander nephew. Shout out to Henry Wynn. I remember 1997. We all told like your uncle is gonna die. He's gonna get killed. Of course, nobody wanted to come to school the next day because we owed that boy a lot of money and we was embarrassed.
Right.
So I wouldn't walk up on that man. I seen him up close. I wouldn't walk up on him. But Mike Expert, man, who you want to see win this fight? Do you really think it's going to be a real fight?
Of course, I want to see Mike Tyson win. Of course, I want to see him win.
Okay.
But I don't think we're going to get what we want.
What do you see us
I
getting?
think, Mike, if it's a real fight, if it's not an exhibition, which I think it's going to be, but
Right.
if it's a real fight, they going at it, I don't believe Mike Tyson's going to be able to just knock this guy out. This is not the same Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, at the end of his career, he was getting beat up on. It wasn't, so now you're saying...
Yo, I am Mike. Yeah. Mike Expert said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say he was getting beat up.
I said it hit me and I sued. But look...
No, you want that smoke? You want that smoke?
No. But Mike Tyson, at the end of his career, he was getting beat up by bums. And now,
Say that to the camera.
and now
Say that to the camera.
And now he's 50. Mike Tyson, at the end of his career, was getting beat up by bums. Now he's 25 years older.
Here's the thing.
It's just not
If he doesn't knock him out in the first, I would say 2 rounds, he's in trouble.
But he way more
He got-
disciplined now than he was at the end of his career. He was out
I
of
get
shape.
that. I get that. But I think he's got to. No, I think Mike Tyson's in trouble. He needs to use his power in the first 2 or 3
Put him to
rounds
sleep.
and put him to sleep.
Dre, what you
Okay.
think? Who you got win this fight, Dre? Who you got win this fight?
I got Mike.
So do you think Drake Paul got a chance?
No.
Bro, every time we
Yeah, but
underestimate
every
Drake
time
Paul,
we
he
underestimate
wins.
Jake Paul,
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
I mean, but he's going up against
No, he beat up Spider Silver. That's an MMA
the
fighter.
MMA fighters. He beat up big time MMA fighters now. And it's just like they fought their whole life just like,
Right.
and you would think.
Yeah, but they older washed up too. Them MMA fighters are older than washed up.
So you saying
what
it's
is Mike Tyson
No,
though?
look, they're not boxers. They're
That's true.
different. He's a boxer.
Yeah, I think Mike Tyson will win. Yeah, I expect Mike to just be easy out for me.
Don't sleep on this kid, bro. He beat up Spider Silver.
Easy. This
He
is
don't
Mike
beat up
Tyson.
He don't beat up Nate Robinson. He don't beat a lot of guys up and embarrass
But
them.
this is Mike Tyson.
Yeah, at 57.
It doesn't.
Now, one thing I gotta give him is Jake Paul does leave himself open a lot. When he swings and he comes around like this,
Yeah.
he leaves himself open a lot, so Mike can catch him. So and
Here's the thing too though. I mean, at the age of 57, 58,
That's old man.
I really do, although he might be a little delayed with his movement, he's not delayed here in the moment.
No.
Yeah.
He's
been
thinking
through
way
so many
more
things.
now.
Right. So I think he's gonna be smart. And he's gonna be like, I'm gonna just let him throw his shots until I'm gonna get a good opening and bam. He's not gonna come out like 1983 Mike, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't see that with the
head movement.
he probably still gonna have the black shorts on.
Hey,
Black shorts. But he might be like, I'm just letting it come to me, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
This is my only thing. Mike come out with Tupac and bitches overriding like he used to in 1997, and I'm gonna be happy. So we all gonna find out on July 24th, July 20th in Jerry World. So that's
In
crazy.
Jerry World.
Yeah, Jerry World.
That's
gonna be
big
man.
moves right there.
That's gonna be big. So what else we got?
This episode was brought to you by LOL Burger Bar, located at 2080 DeForest Ferry Road, Atlanta. They've got the best burgers, wings, and shakes in the city, period. You're welcome.
What got coming next? What we talking about now?
Alright, so we got another viral story that really
Yeah, man.
just, that really
It touched you.
It touched me,
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why it touched me.
Okay.
Because I put myself, right now, I'm at a different age, but I put myself.
Well, you jumped the broom already.
Yeah, exactly. I'm out of the dating world.
You retired.
But back when we were in the 20s, in our
Oh, yeah.
20s,
Oh yeah.
and we was riding these streets.
When you was an all-star.
Really. When we was hitting up all the clubs, the compound with the email,
Hey.
the velvet room,
The velvet room.
the prime time, the
Yeah.
visions,
The Vision, the Vegas
leopard
Lounge.
lounge,
Leopard Lounge, the
leopard
Vegas
lounge,
Lounge.
right? Email pass.
Email
Hey,
pass. Yes,
why email pass? Because we wasn't VIP. No,
Yeah, we ain't have that.
We got so much trying to pay.
we was fresh off work. Y'all fresh out of Circuit City. Okay,
Fresh off work, yeah.
I'm fresh out of the Sam
Sprint.
kiosk,
Yeah.
selling the razor, the razor. Hey, anyways, all right. So I'm putting myself back in those shoes.
Yes, sir.
In my 20s.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I feel like I deserve to have a good time, to go to a basketball game.
Sure,
to
you worked
date.
all week. That's what you deserve.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that if I go on to a basketball game,
I can't afford in my 20s courtside.
Right. But guess what? At that age, we did go to a lot of games. Shout out to Ticket Jared, the homie. We see you. We love you, dog.
Yeah.
He made sure he put us on.
I mean, we did have to go around the corner to get to take.
No, hey, no. He wasn't where he is now. Come on, man.
No,
He was good. Ticket Jared was good. Shout out to Ticket Jared.
Shout out to Ticket Jared.
He knows love.
Hey, but like I said, we could afford what we could afford.
Yeah.
So what's so wrong with us saying, hey, don't worry, you like NBA, I like NBA, we gonna just go to the game.
Yeah.
So I looked up because everybody was talking about, oh, those seats couldn't be much more than $10. Man, I looked up, them things was $45 a piece.
Right.
In the top.
Just in case y'all didn't see it, an Atlanta hairstylist went on a date in the D, shout out to the D, to the Pistons game.
Pistons game.
They sitting in the 300. She expected to sit on the floor with Boosie in them.
Yeah.
But they in the 300.
Now, notice they said it was an Atlanta hairstylist.
Right.
That he went on a date with.
What you doing in Detroit?
I don't know.
It was a Pistons game.
Yeah.
And then maybe dude even flew her out. So we can Let's not even talk about that.
So, alright, in the game, she leaves her date because the seats are in the 300. I'm gonna say it again for people in the back. She left her date because the seats were in the 300, which is crazy.
And then put it on the internet and on social media and say, yeah, look where he got me sitting. So I left him and I'm gonna get my own food because I can pay for my own food and all that. He's calling, texting, where are you at? Where are you? I thought you went to the bathroom or something.
Well, why did she pay for them to get up closer then? She could pay for everything from
Good point.
So, alright.
So you have a problem with that?
Yeah, first off, neither one of y'all have a problem with that.
Absolutely.
yeah, of course.
This is all the way flavored. Like, first of all, he took me on a date, and with his hard-earned money, regardless of if it's in the 300 level, 200, or
courtside,
and even skybox, like he paid for her to go on this date to a game. She probably never even been to an NBA game.
Well,
But for the
the
fact
way
that
she was acting like,
the way she was
like I've never been in the 300 level. Whatever.
shouldn't be just right. That's just internet speed.
the way she acted, she said next to Jack Nicholson. Right?
Yeah, like that was style. That was wrong, and it made me upset. Because it's like wow.
So how would you handle that if you went on a date with a young lady and she did that to you?
I just don't say nothing else to it.
You just watch the game, keep moving, right?
Mike,
Mike,
what's your number, huh?
I mean, that's just the world we live in now. I mean, what she really wants to do is be there, be in the front, take her pictures and her videos and show everybody go live, whatever she's going to do.
Look at me, I'm
Yeah, although she don't have probably the first dollar to get there herself, to get in the front herself or whatever. So she's complaining about this other dude and the seats that they have. That's
And
all.
she wasn't even gonna put him in the shot.
Yeah.
She gonna make sure that whatever angle she gets, he's not even in it.
Yeah, exactly. So
To me, this is just like
on
a
his
Cheesecake
dime.
Factory thing. Like, yo, why you take me to the
Okay.
Cheesecake Factory?
what do you say about the women that feel like, okay, you want to take me out on a date though? You're supposed to be, usually when you take a woman on a date, you want to impress her. Because if it's like the first date or something, right? So what do you say about the people that say,
It's an
hey,
NBA game.
yeah, but in the 300 level, they're like, okay, here's my thing. They're saying, you
Is
could
she
have
even
impressed me
enjoying
with a
the game?
cheaper date by going to a picnic and being super romantic. But you
Yeah.
got me up at the ceiling with my head touching the ceiling.
Is she even enjoying the game? Watching the game, watching the level
Probably not.
competition. Exactly.
Right.
So he probably knowing that, but he still want to just take her to an NBA game. Like,
Do you think that's kind of like, because, okay, for instance, we might be okay with sitting 300 level, but sometimes the girls are like, I don't like basketball anyways, and then you got me way up here. Like, even my sister was like, I mean, I felt like I would be scared of heights up there. Like, I'm not even comfortable.
Come on, man. That's some
I'm just telling you what women are saying.
But in a word,
They're like, I don't like to be up that high. That's weird to me. And
Why would you go accept the date then?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
What did Norway say?
Why are you complaining about a free meal? That's what I'm saying. I'm coming from the hopeless romantic side.
yeah.
I've been on those dates where people complain, so I'm a little testy.
I got you.
Hey, shout out to Nora. That's a part of our team. That's who y'all here talking. There's North right there. Yeah, shout out to North. He great, man. That's crazy. Like, to me, this is like the Cheesecake Factory thing and all of that. In the words of Charlamagne the God, you gotta act your wage. So if it's not his wage to sit courtside, he's still doing something nice for you. Where did we lose
And
that?
shout out to that guy that he did not go above and beyond his means.
Right.
That's all that he could afford. He obviously feeling her.
Right.
So he tried to show her a good time. Like it's
And
just
then
wrong.
think about it. It's not just the tickets. We're not gonna have, because then if we didn't get you something to eat and you took me out to this game and I'm hungry. And how much is it in State Farm to get to for food? I mean, you're paying like 50,
JJ's
60.
for 6. JR Crickets, $12 for 6 wings.
Yep.
Chiclets.
Yep.
Let's see, burgers, hot dogs.
It's about $8 to $10.
I've been living there.
Drink. I mean, clearly she's gonna get a nice cocktail.
Right.
That is like $20.
Well,
I mean,
hold on. When you add in the tickets are probably what, the 300. It could be.
it was 45. I looked it up.
Okay.
45 a piece.
Because the Pistons are not good. That's okay. But 45 is okay. Now you at $90. That's already basically $100. The gas, the parking to get there, the parking was probably
we're not even thinking about parking.
another $30, $40
Because
right
here's
there.
the thing, if you have her ride to MARTA, then she's gonna be complaining about it. Oh, he had me on the MARTA, and they got the nerve to bring me to 300 levels. Like, come on. Can you imagine you down there with everybody else? He got me with all the other fans.
All that food out there, all he got me was popcorn.
Hey, so what's $10?
Popcorn's $10.
I want to play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
How do we even know this was a real story?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
How do we know?
Here
how
we
do
go.
know-
So you
Okay,
think she
first
gets
of all,
You know he lied.
hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Did we see the guy
No,
anywhere
we
in the shot?
No, we didn't.
No.
Okay. So
She
no
could've
guy.
did
So
that.
she could have just.
But why would you want this much negative smoke, though?
No, that's the point.
She wants views.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
still
the
character's
point.
negative.
she wants to be viral. She accomplished that.
She did.
She did. Just like the Cheesecake Factory, but the dude was right there.
And that was fake.
Yeah, it was
That was
fake.
fake.
That was fake.
It was fake.
See? It was all.
But it's based. But it was
So how do we
based.
know? How
I
we
feel
know
like that was
she
based
just
on
wasn't?
things that actually happened.
How we know she just didn't walk up there and just wanted to just? Yeah, I love this guy. He loved put me in the 300. He turned the camera around and all. They all look like X down there.
All right,
But she had to be like on the front, the very first one.
Right.
No, like how we know that ain't real?
Most of the stuff you see on the internet is gonna be fake. Most of these
Like,
stories,
I mean, come on.
most of these stories are gonna be fake.
They're put on there to give us a reaction.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. Let's just say it was real. Would y'all give her smoke on social media because she left?
No,
I just wouldn't.
I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. She will not hear anything else from me ever, like ever.
All right, well, moving along, talking about hearing from somebody.
Yeah.
Y'all
Speaking
really
of
got-
dating,
Yeah, speaking
we're
of dating.
gonna keep with this kind of dating
Dating theme.
theme going on.
That's her.
The really hot show right now that's blowing up on the internet, that's blowing up amongst our friends, social media, and so forth, is Love is Blind. And I don't know if y'all watch Love is Blind.
I've been on it since season 1.
But Love is Blind is a good show. I'm letting you know from. Okay? Basically, if you haven't seen it, essentially they put couples in pods, they don't see each other, and they basically date just off of chemistry. Not if somebody can put somebody in the 100 level of courtside, straight chemistry. Getting to know somebody.
Right, not about looks, not about what money you got, none of that.
None of that.
And basically it's a group of people, so they might, I think there's like 10, 15 people up in there, and they're all dating each other until they make a decision like, okay, I like her, I like him, I'm gonna go ahead and propose. Once you propose, you get to live with the person for 3 weeks, and then
You gotta
at
go
the
straight to the
altar,
wedding.
you gotta go straight to the wedding. Well, first you can go on the honeymoon.
Yeah, you do.
When you get to go on the honeymoon, right now, they used to not let you opt out. Now you can opt out. So we had a couple that opted out, which I didn't understand it. My guy, I don't know why he don't really, I didn't really get it, but it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think I know, but I'd rather not say.
Okay. I mean, hell, he said, if y'all didn't see the show, it was a black guy dating a white girl. He asked if she was white, and she was a pretty
It just
white.
got weird.
Yeah.
It just got weird. He just
Well-
acted like he didn't.
Wait, what? Did he not want her because she's a white girl? Or?
I think, okay, so one of the black girls, her name is AG, we about to get to her story.
Yeah.
She asked him while they were on the honeymoon, they were all hanging out. She said, how is she going to be raising black kids? And it seems somehow that messed with his mind.
But he actually talked to her, and she had a great response to it. She was like, I actually know and realize that my black children are not going to have the same privilege as I would. So I know that I'm going to pay attention and read up on these things so I can get informed, so I know how to go forward. It was a great response.
And she said if somebody says something crazy, she's going to be quick to correct you. And she was pretty.
She was really pretty.
And then this is the thing too. So they are on a boat, and it's like no chemistry, not talking. Now prior to that, he's all up on her. They don't kiss, all this stuff, right?
It just got weird.
And it just got weird.
It got weird.
So they get back home, and she's like, "Yo, I feel like we don't have chemistry, but I want to try."
And he's always on his phone.
Now they both are very into the church. They said they want to wait till they get married and have sex. But she said, I still want you to try me. Like, I want to be able to
she
say,
wants some intimacy.
She want to be able to say, I got to fight the temptation because you're trying.
Right.
And he just took it like, well, you're not into me, so let's just break up.
Right.
So that was crazy.
That was a weird breakup. But
that brings us to the next couple. That's really getting all the smoke.
It was AD and Clay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The fact is, AD, beautiful women. Everybody was kind of tripping on her. You know what I'm saying? She kind of stepped up. And she was like kind of killing it out there.
Facts.
You know, she was killing it. All right. But she had this other guy, Clay. And Clay was dealing with some trauma that he had.
That was some serious trauma.
From his parents. Okay. And if you know a lot of our history with a lot of the black families, we have really broken black families. And he had a situation where his father cheated on his mother and literally cheated. Brought him.
His parents were married for 25 years.
Yeah.
They got a divorce. The whole time the dad was cheating. And not only was he cheating, he was taking Clay with him to go meet the side pieces, to go on dates. And so the mom didn't get anywhere to this until the show tape. So his whole thing was like, yo man, I feel like I want to commit to you, AD, but I feel like I can't tell you I'm not gonna cheat on you.
He basically said
I'm worried about cheating.
every black man that he kind of looked at and looked up to had multiple women.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm gonna be different. But it was like he was like trying to talk himself out of being different.
Right.
But then he gets to the altar and he says he's not ready for marriage. After he's like really,
he don't gas that girl up saying he's gonna marry her.
He put her through the ringer. You know how we say sometimes like, dang, like it's like, dang, you had all these first with this one guy, and then he just kind of used you up, like, and was like, sorry, I'm not ready for commitment. That's kind of how I felt. He did her, and it was like really sad because she just like was so shocked that he did this in front of her family and friends. And then this brought a deeper conversation between his mom and his dad about how, you were not good to me, and what you have done is now basically transferred to your son. And it was like, oh, that's deep. That's deep.
So I agree with you. I feel like Clay was wrong. Like you knew ahead of time. I kind of feel like it's a couple things. I think the producer somewhat kind of pushed him to do this, right? Because they had already had 2 couples fail. Right. They started out with 4 couples, and now they're down to 2.
Yeah, they were down to 2.
Because 2 of them had failed. Like one of them burned out in flames, and then the other one they didn't even make it to. They failed right after that.
They really blew up.
Right.
They exploded.
Right.
I'm talking about Laura and Jeremy.
Yeah, because she's crazy. She's crazy. Yeah. She starts these crazy arguments every time.
Jeremy had.
No,
he did.
She's crazy.
Anyways, let's get off.
Let's stick with this. So I feel like they kind of pushed him into it, but at the same time, though, I would not let his sister go out looking crazy like that on TV.
Yeah, it was bad for black love.
And she even said, hey, if you say no, we're not going to date after this. And then my thing was, she also said she was upset because when is it going to be her time? When is it going to be her time?
Yeah, she said, when is it going to be my time? What did I do that?
I give it to all these men, and then they leave me hanging.
And because he was like, no, you know what's messed up? He said, oh, I need to be 100% when I'm marrying someone. I need to be 100%. Before he walked in there, he says, I know she has a job, and I'm just not 100% about her finances. But then he goes in there and tells her, oh, it's me, not you. No, you just said that you had an issue with her finances.
So she doesn't know about his past and all that.
She knows.
No,
she was on a little past.
He talked about it. He was like,
I'm ready. You're my person. You're my. He was bringing her all the way to the altar where she was like gushing, ready, and he's like, sorry, I'm not ready for marriage. Oh wow. And it was like, ouch, because it just hit like this, you know.
So he's saying that he was.
Yeah, he got up to the altar and said, I'm not ready.
But you know, it's better than they know that.
I get that, but I think it just kind of led a lot to like I mean, we're black men, and a lot of us are in committed relationships, but there's a lot of like things saying that black men can't commit, and it kind of just like this is being broadcast to the world. So
shout out to Versatility, black men don't cheat.
But I got sure. But what if he went through with it right then, right? He went through with it. Later on down in life, and they spent all this time, got all this time invested, and then later on down in life, you might have this same thing. Oh man, I just can't commit. They don't been together for years now and stuff. You know, I can't stay.
Well, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy though. You keep saying you're going to cheat. What's going to happen? You have control. So you a grown man with no control over yourself.
I'm just not 100%.
I think she dodged the bullet.
Okay.
I think he did. She definitely dodged the bullet, but it was just.
So why you say she dodged the bullet? Put the sisters on game. Why she dodged the bullet?
Well, because I mean, just look at the way he's talking. He's probably gonna cheat eventually. I mean, this is you know, he's having a hard time with it right now, and they just now getting together. They just now about to get married. You know. So I mean, so later on, she's going to have all that time invested and all this love that she was going to have for him. They might even have a kid or something, have a child, and then he's cheating. And now they got to figure out.
Repeating the cycle.
Yeah, repeating the cycle. Now they got to figure out, okay, what we're going to do now. You know, we got a child involved. We got a child. You know, it's all kind of stuff.
Right.
So no, she dodged the bullet. All the heartache and pain later on, she doesn't have to worry about it. You know, she just this little trouble that she's having right now. She'll get over that in a month.
So, Dre, what do you say? How do we break these type of generational curses? I know y'all see what I'm married. I'm retired. Dom was married. Mike Expert married. You not.
I've been married my whole life.
And that's not. Listen. He actually, yes. Me and him grew up together.
I was born married.
This dude's been married since he was like, I don't know, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Definitely the first one out of us to get married.
Yes, he was. Hey, the rest of us run the street. He was married. Hey,
Think about it.
hey, shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike. He's about to celebrate the diamond anniversary. 60 years.
He was smarter than the rest of us. The rest of us kept running the brick walls, and this guy did the right thing. Whatever. But I'm just saying, man, how do we break these generational curses with brothers, man? Because I feel like we get so fixated on these examples of like Uncle Phil. That's not a real person. And even if he was, look at Uncle Phil's life, dog. He didn't really get on and be set like that to like the character in the actual show. That dude's like, what, like 45, 50 in real life?
Right.
Like, or the Huxtables. Like, think about that. Two working parents that got basically 7-figure jobs. How they spend time with their kids? Right.
Yeah.
So
Uncle Phil had a dark skinned girl.
he did.
He got some money.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to the kitchen judge? He was a judge. Who's that judge? The Supreme Court judge right now. The Michael Thomas? No.
Clarence Thomas. Oh, no, that's a whole other story. He's in a sunken place.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
So, Dre, how do we break these generational curses, man, when we start doing better as men? 'Cause we can speak on that right there.
That's like a cure for cancer. Like, how do you, like, how? I mean,
So,
it's
all right, I'm gonna be transparent. My pops did his thing. He ran the streets. Like he was out there.
yeah.
He took me on dates when he was out there, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to admit, like that was in me, but I had to make a decision to do something different. Like I actually chose.
Was he in a relationship then?
Yes, he was. So I made a decision, like I'm going to do something different.
I feel like you know when we were growing up, you know our family situation was more tight knit. You know, it was had more two parent household. Now it seems like it's just
Really though?
Like you think it's like a trend
Okay.
home, like
Really?
people doesn't really look at they're just like having babies possibly, but they're not really thinking about marriage, because like even
Right.
it's both. It's not just men, it's women too. Because women are like, I don't want to, like a lot of them say, I don't want to be a wife, but I'm okay being a mother.
That's crazy.
But I feel like a wife is too much. Like I gotta come home and I gotta cook and I gotta clean.
But if you're a mother, think about that. You signed up for 18 years to hit your wagon. Somebody.
She can control a child. They can control a husband.
A wife.
They don't want the wife. And it's the same thing for the husband. He's like, shoot, I mean, I have a baby, but at least I can go run these streets and not have to worry about losing half of my estate when we divorce or something like that. So,
I mean, like, I can say that for myself, I learned things about manhood along the way. Unfortunately, I learned things foolishly from music, like all of us.
yeah.
You learn foolishly things from celebrities, like all of us. But I did like learn some things about how to be responsible for my stepfather. He was a Marine, so he was like, "Yo, man, this is how you take care of your house." I may not have learned some of those things that I would probably say to my son, and be, you know, I guess a little bit more emotional. Like, "Hey, man, it's okay to cry if you break your leg and things like that." Right. You know, things I see you do with your son that I know that didn't happen for you with kids. So like, is that like, that's intentional with you, right? Making those different decisions, where they see how you treat your wife.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, for instance, with my dad didn't raise me. I barely even know. I saw him maybe twice in my life. And the last time I saw him was when he was dying.
Right.
So, you know, I just wanted to be the opposite of him when it came to the kids. He has a lot of kids, he raised none of them. You know, so I didn't want to be like that. So, you know, I made sure that I'm in my kid's life. I made sure that I treat my wife right, you know, the best that I can. You know?
Right.
And so on and so forth.
Because they're watching you.
Yeah.
Your sons are watching you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he didn't do any of that. So, you know, just like, hey, I'm the opposite of that.
So now let me ask you, because your situation is a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying? My pops didn't really raise me like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my stepfather, he was there. But at the same time, you want your biological father to be there as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know
Yeah.
your pops was there.
Yeah. You
Your
know,
pops
shout
was
out to Dr. Jones.
Yes. Shout out to Dr. Jones. He know we all love him.
You know, my family, you know, I've had both of my parents, you know, since I was born. And, you know, marriage is hard. And I saw that marriage is hard through them. They're not perfect.
Right.
But they pushed through.
Right.
They pushed through and they really made sure that we had the best life that they could probably give us.
Right.
Okay?
And not just
So-
monetarily, right?
Right, right. And so I saw the relationship, it was just like, you know, I saw a good example of the ups and downs, but a couple that is like, we married and we're gonna stay married through it all.
Facts.
No matter what obstacles we come in, you know, we might have tiffs or, you know, some arguments, but we're gonna do whatever we need to do to keep this family together.
Right.
And so I think that kind of instilled in me, it was like, you know, when I got married, it was less of a, I wasn't as scared or worried of the commitment because I had a good example that, you know, I know it's gonna be work, but I'm gonna push through it to keep my family.
So let me ask you this. Your pops was very successful in business, right? In his professional life.
Yeah.
Did he ever have a conversation with you to say like, yo, man, what you do and what you provide is important, but what you provide as a father is way more important than money? Like, you ever have a conversation like that?
Not really. He's kind of like, you need to just step up as a man and be
Just take care of
be
it.
all. You need to take care of it. Whether it's in professional business, whether it's your family, whether it's social life, you need to be the best you can be at every single thing.
Gotcha.
But he did say that when, you know, because he's more like, hey, get your package together, like he likes to say. He wants you to get your professional life first, and everything else will come, right?
Yeah.
So he's always like, the profession is first. But then when I started having a family, he was just like, your profession might suffer, so you need to step it up with both now. You need to do both. And
Did that put pressure on you though?
yeah, a little bit.
So
because
let me ask you this:
it's hard.
like, you have 2 daughters, right?
Yeah.
So what do you feel like you do different than, you know what I'm saying? Like, all our parents not perfect. They all kind of like, we figure like, oh, we're gonna do something different here. What did you possibly do different? Because this is what I noticed, and this is what I admire about this game. You were successful in business. Your wife is successful in business, but I noticed y'all still make a priority for y'all kids. Like, How do you keep that balance up, bro?
I just think I think with my parents, they were more so kind of strict on a lot of the stuff that they thought was really good for us, like playing piano, but I might not be excited about playing piano.
Right.
And like, or ballet. Maybe my sisters wasn't crazy about ballet. That might not. And I think when I'm a little, I think me and my wife are more like we want to expose you to it, but we also want you to do something that you're interested in. Too.
Right, not just
like,
do something because I told you.
Exactly. So we want you to have some type of fun, because when you're not in the books, you know, although you might be doing swimming, you need to enjoy swimming too. So if you don't like swimming, okay, let's find something else that you'll, you know, more likely enjoy.
I've seen you do for your niece. Like, how do you take that responsibility on now? Like, you know, I know you're not a parent, but your niece is very important to you. You try to be a good example to her.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I just try to show some, you know, something different, and you know, do things differently than what, you know, was I experienced. You know, so just try to right the ship and change the narrative. That's basically it. Do the opposite.
Right. And I'll say this, man. This is something about Dre. Y'all don't know him well yet. Y'all will. This man been in all of our weddings, every single one. And you are trusted like that because this guy's gonna hold us accountable. He's not gonna let us do no bullshit. That's true. Like, you would not just be like cool with that. Like, you gonna be like, no, man, we're not gonna crash out like that right now. So I'm just saying, like, for you, how do you keep that level going? Like, what's your inspiration to keep
I
that
just
going?
try to be the voice of reason, you know. That's all. Try to be there for somebody, hopefully somebody will be there for me.
Yeah. So if Clay was your homeboy, you would like, what would you say to him about this situation?
I mean,
If he's not ready, he's not ready.
Yeah,
So
that's facts. But I mean, you knew that ahead of time. You don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
well, I mean, he's not ready.
But if you saw your homeboy
I
string
mean,
you
I would have
along,
more
would
respect
you
for
not?
him to do that than to get married and
then
you know,
when he know he
and then just cheat like crazy.
Exactly.
Let me tell you this, I'm not really impressed with what I'm seeing. You know, the ones that are gonna come out, but if I'm gonna get one, I'll probably get the Jordan 1 High, the dusted cut.
Okay.
I'll probably do that one. It's something different from what I usually
It's like
get.
Cleveland Brown color.
Yeah.
It's a dope shoe. I mean,
It is a dope shoe.
What's crazy is, and this is, I would buy the shoe too. It's a woman's shoe, and they made an extended sizes on purpose.
Okay.
So, and the resale on it is not bad right now.
Yeah.
And I like the shoe. It's perfect for fall. Dope shoe. Dope
Okay.
shoe.
Dre, what you think? What you think
I
about
think I'll
Cotton?
go with those Airship University Reds.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Brooklyn joints.
The airships are really taking off, man. They
They
really,
are.
They really
Yeah, but I
trying-
think they're putting too much of
Too much
out
of it?
at one time.
I like the story of those
I
though.
mean, they kind of spread them out a little bit.
With the commercial with Carmelo and everybody in Brooklyn, I love the story of that shoe. So I do agree they're getting a little bit crazy with the airship releases.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because if you notice, it's like the hype is there when it comes out, and then it falls off. And then you can buy it for under retail after that.
Right.
And it's a dope shoe.
It's a dope shoe. Okay, so what I'm thinking of getting, and of course you know March. What is March?
March Madness.
Not just March Madness, Air Max Day.
Oh yeah.
And on Air Max Day, what I'm planning
326.
is
Oh yeah, you see it right here. Air Max
there you
1.
go.
Air Max 1. There you go. You see it.
The,
You see it?
those big bubble Royals
Ooh, yes.
that LeBron
sir.
had on, and not just the regular. I want the ones with the
lime green
the
on it.
tennis
Yeah.
ball on the lime green on the. Yes, I gotta have them. I gotta have them.
Things are cold.
So that's gonna be what I cop this March.
So I'm actually going after the Jordan 9 UNC. It's a shoe I've loved since it first released. Y'all remember the Kilroy commercials with MJ being retired and rocking the 9s?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going after. The OG 9 looks like they made it perfect. So yeah, 12 and a half, run it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Hopefully we all cop. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
we'll let you know. And guess
We'll
what?
let you know.
You'll see a sneaker review. So, hey, continue to like, share, subscribe. We got some great content up right now. We actually got to drop another review on the Chinese New Year Air Jordan 1 Low. And if you didn't see it, we got the reverse Grinch up as well. We got a lot of shoes up that we don't cop and that our boy KJ Kicks has put us on that you can check out our thoughts on. But please continue to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at The Culture 1, on YouTube, The Culture 9660. 9660. And if you in Atlanta, where they need to pull up at? What?
Don't forget to come to LOL Burger Bar Follow us on Instagram at LOL Burger Bar. Come check it out. Best burgers, best wings in the A. Come check us out.
You forgot the last part. What? Let them know.
You're welcome.